విశాఖలో కేంద్ర మంత్రి నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
And the National Council for Vocational Education and Training and 29 new age courses have also been added into the craftsman training scheme in ITIs. Programs such as the PM internship scheme also provide opportunity for GCCs to tap into national talent pipeline. The CII together with other associations are also working with us on the PM internship program. The pilot stages are over. Further, initiatives such as Research, Development and Innovation Scheme, the RDI scheme, with a corpus of 1 lakh crore encourages the private sector to scale up. That's available for all in private sector, to scale up research development and also innovation. That's why it's called RDI scheme. 1 lakh crore has been provided for this. It's for every one of us to tap it. Largely aims at sunrise domains and also strategic domains. The Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana is another one, which employment linked incentive scheme has been recently rolled out. And what it means is any young person receiving their first employment opportunity in a private company will be given 15,000 rupees from the central government. The central government also plans to invest nearly 1 lakh crore in this program to provide new jobs for new youngsters who are coming on. I'll move to the third and the final pillar, is that facilitative governance. Supportive regulatory measures such as ease of doing business, reforms that have been undertaken, simplified tax regulations, streamlined compliance norms for foreign entities, and also flexible labor laws have all been brought in, and a single window clearance mechanism have also been significantly reduced, have also reduced the cost and complexity of doing business. Reforms also have meant that liberalized FDI policies have come through. The removal of over 42,000 unnecessary compliances, 1,500 archaic laws which have been removed, and introduction of system-wide deregulation and landmark system-wide reforms such as the GST, about which a mention was made earlier, the reformed RERA Act and the IBC, which has kept up with the changing needs of industry. So also in taxation, we've given an expanded safe harbor rule for tax-related matters, and also improved transfer pricing assessment process and procedures, and they are further getting enhanced so that the competitiveness of India's tax regime for global businesses will be worked out. The next generation GST reforms announced recently also benefits the GCC and IT-enabled services by easing compliance, releasing working capital which otherwise gets locked up, and reducing disputes. According to NASSCOM, the reforms bolster India's tech industry export engine while reinforcing the momentum towards greater ease of doing business. Now, the cooperative federalism aspect, which will be influencing GCCs and setting up GCCs in Tier 1, Tier 2. Thus far, GCCs predominantly clustered in big metros. That was mentioned even by the CII when they spoke. However, with the ecosystem broadening and maturing beyond Tier 1 hubs, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities are emerging strategic destinations, a shift that is helping diversify economic activity. And that's where I think the emphasis on Visakhapatnam takes credit. State governments are playing a very critical role in deepening India's GCC advantage and shaping an enabling policy environment. So in order to maximize the impact, aligning national and state level policies about which we just spoke, and adapting policy instruments to ensure that each state builds on its own unique comparative advantage. That's what Andhra is striving to do, and that is where Andhra stands out as one of the first mover. So that the central strategies for GCC's growth translate into locally grounded ambitions, measurable targets, and also maximize growth potential. Building livability and infrastructure ecosystems that allow Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities to emerge as centers of excellence is one of the main things that can attract global talent, encourage corporate reinvestments, and host high-value innovation and service delivery, offering credible alternatives to Tier 1 cities. So in the 2025 February budget, we proposed a national framework to guide states in promoting GCCs in emerging Tier 2 cities. And that's where CII with people like Gunjan and Romal Shetty are doing actually doable things with their consultation. And we should be taking advantage of that kind of an input. Andhra Pradesh is strong, a very strong case, an illustration of the success of policy-led leadership in leveraging state